What's up, YouTube? It's the Country CEO back in the house again, man. Look, more game, and more game. That's right. Welcome back to this channel, subscribers, family, and friends. And again, lurkers, if there be any, right? Man, look, I'm trying to hit a home run, man, on dealing with the problems as I see it that hinders and hurts and dump truckers from being able to find the work out there. I'm on a mission to attack this thing wholeheartedly this year, and I'm starting off this year full blast, full blast. Look, last week, we talked about the problem that Tuesday was that there's a system, and that system, if you don't recognize it and understand how it works, it will shackle and stop your success, right? And then we talked about Saturday some solutions to being able to deal with that system. So now I want to deal with the second reason this month, the second reason why that many are hindered and not able to find dump truck work. All right. So look, the second reason is hold your horses on this one. The second reason is laziness. Would you believe that? Laziness. Mm, mm, mm. The Bible calls it slothfulness. Bible says in Thessalonians, if a man don't work, he don't even deserve to eat. That's some strong words right there. Um, there is a lazy spirit in our culture and society today. Man, look, I don't even understand it because I was raised slopping hogs, throwing corn to chickens, running behind dairy cows. The moment you got out of school, 3 o'clock, get home, put your old clothes on. That's what my old folks used to say, put your old clothes on and your old tennis shoes. And you knew you had to go slop them hogs and stuff, right? And that's just how I was raised. They instilled a work ethic in us. That's just the bottom line. Yeah, Saturday morning, yeah, you might have time to watch cartoons Saturday morning, but after a while, you're gonna go get some chores done. And that's just the bottom line. I thank God for it. I wouldn't rather been raised no other way because work ethic, man, what I see today, and obviously you got some of them that can come on in here in the dump truck business that are lazy. So this video, uh, I want to talk about one of the hindrances I see that hurt and hinder guys and girls from finding the work is they lazy. Man down. you know. And so I want to give you three things. We'll talk about why is that and explore this thing, this laziness. The first thing is the impact of laziness. Here's what it does. Well, why are they like that? Laziness, ladies and gentlemen, is a messed up mindset. Laziness is a messed up mindset. I mean, how you got to be messed up in the head, seriously, for you to think that you got a whole truck and you ain't out there trying to find the work and you think you gonna be able to make it. You messed up somewhere in the head. If you think you just go get a truck, sit at home, you done passed out cards, and you just gonna wait for people to call on you, and that's what gonna happen. You know. All right, so let's talk about a few things. Here's what I've seen with this lazy mindset here. They just be relaxing and chilling. I'm telling you, they just be relaxing. I'm trying to figure out man, how do you sit there with the truck in the yard and that sun beaming in the sky, bright as it is, 80 degrees, you at home chilling, you know, and ain't worried about it, just relaxing and chilling. What you got a truck for, right? So there's a messed up mindset. Laziness causes a messed up mindset where they just be relaxing and chilling. Number two, the lazy mindset is a reactive mindset. A reactive mindset only moves when they see something else happening. They are not proactive, they are reactive. They relax, but then they are reactive. They only move or make a call when they see something happen. In other words, joke at home, then he might go to the store at 9, 10 o'clock, boom, truck pass, see a dump truck pass by the store. Oh man, they working today. Then they might make a call. Hey man, y'all working? Yeah, we working. Who y'all working? We working with, oh man, let me give him a call. Here it is, 9, 10 o'clock. You done lost 3 hours. They're reactive. That's a lazy mindset that's reactive. But then there's a responsive mindset in that laziness. We're talking about the mind. We're just talking about the mind right now. There's a relaxing mindset, it's a reactive mindset, but then there's a responsive mindset. They don't even respond unless somebody calls them. Right? So notice what I did. Notice what I'm saying. Reactive when they see something, responsive when somebody's called them. There are those in the dump truck business that don't do nothing unless somebody calls them. Don't nobody call them, say nothing, they don't respond. They just chilling and relaxing. They ain't saw nothing. So if somebody call them and tell them, hey man, they're looking for a truck, then they might get them up and try to go to work. All right. It's a messed up mindset. Laziness causes a messed up mindset. But then I discovered not only that, they're rebellious. God to see, what are you talking about? They're rebellious. They're rebellious. Folks can call them for work. And if it's something they don't want to do, they don't want to, they ain't gonna do it. If it's something where they can't go make a grip, they'll turn it down. Right? They work only on jobs that they feel like fooling with. There's no take the good with the bad mindset with them. They lazy. They really don't want to work no way. So if it don't sound good, they'll reject it. They rebel against that. They don't want to do that. All right. So understand that if you're this kind of person, you ain't gonna make it out here. And show enough, because you ain't gonna find no work. You're not gonna find any work. Relaxing, reactive, responsive, and rebellious. I hope I'm helping somebody. I ain't after nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. All right. All right. So laziness it suggests a messed up mindset. But then secondly, laziness leads to mess to I'm sorry, laziness leads to minimal money. Laziness leads to minimal money. You relaxing, you're reactive, you're responsive, not responsive only if somebody call you, and you're rebellious, your money is gonna be minimal due to that laziness. What are you talking about, country CEO? Y'all, I did a video several months back. Closed mouths don't get fed. That's a cliche in our culture and society, whereby you won't be you won't be able to get anything to eat. How you gonna get something to eat? How you gonna eat something if you open up your mouth to say you're hungry or out there looking for food? Not gonna happen, Captain. All right. So uh closed mouths don't get fed. All right. Um Again, Thessalonians talks about you don't work, you don't eat. So laziness is going to lead to minimal money. Notice what I'm saying. I ain't saying ain't gonna make no money, but that revenue is gonna be tight and minimal at best. All right. Three things about your revenue is gonna happen because of the laziness, because what it's gonna do to your money. It leads to your revenue gonna be low, which means not a whole lot. Your revenue gonna be lost because you done missed out on money. All right. So and here it is. If you missed a day's work, you can't go back. You can't. There's a misunderstanding about something. I see guys sometimes oh well, I'll just go tomorrow. No, you're not gonna be able to go tomorrow because you lost that day. You can't. Time is the one resource we can't go back and get. So the fact that you didn't get that day, you're not gonna be able to make up that day. Someone will be saying, "Oh, I missed today. I'll make it up tomorrow." No, you can't. You can't make it up tomorrow. You have lost that revenue because you can't go back and make up that day. If it's Wednesday and you didn't work, and then it's Thursday, You can't go back and make up Wednesday. Wednesday's lost. You working Thursday is what you're doing. You ain't making up. You can work that Saturday and try to tell yourself, oh, well, we'll make up, I'll make up work Saturday, make up Wednesday, because that'll give you the fifth 5 days. No, you still lost Wednesday. Your potential still was to have 6 days. See what I'm saying? See, some guys do that. I ain't work Monday, Tuesday, man. I'll come out around Wednesday and work the rest of the week, and I'll make it up on the back end. No, you're not making up. You're not making up because the potential was there to get 6 or 7. You only got 4 or 5. You lost. You left money on the table. You lost money. All right. Just want to clear that up because some of these youngsters get it twisted in that regard, thinking that they can make it up. No, you lost that. All right. So uh your revenue gonna be low, your revenue is lost, but then your revenue is left. You left that. And man, look, I'm still in after 25 years, it bothers me to leave money on the table. I'm telling you, I got a problem. If I know I could have worked and we didn't get it, that'll bother me. I toss and turn behind that kind of stuff. And then when I look out and see some of our, and it ain't just youngsters, I ain't picking on y'all. But when I look out and see people that have left that money on the table like that, man, that bothers me. It bothers me to see people leave it on the table. So laziness leads to minimal money. Laziness is a result of a messed up mindset. I'm on my last point right here. When I tell you, laziness leads to minimized movement. Minimized movement. Minimal money, but then minimized movement. What are you talking about, Country CEO? I'm glad you asked. For a rascal to sit there with that kind of a mentality and i.e. business model, there's a lack of intelligence somewhere. There's got to be. Because having good business sense would suggest that you got an asset in the yard or on the yard somewhere parked, and you're not utilizing it to make money. There's a lack of understanding, which is when lack of understanding is simply just a lack of intelligence about something, right? That's all it is. There's a lack of understanding, serious lack of understanding about something somewhere. So there's a lack of intelligence. Laziness leads to minimized movement. There's a lack of movement in somebody's brain to let an asset sit still and not make money. Okay. But then it could be, or it does indicate that there's a lack of interest. Minimized movement, lack of movement in the brain, understanding, but then there's a lack of interest. Maybe there's a lack of passion. Maybe you're not passionate about this. Maybe you're in the wrong business. There's a lack of real interest in this. Man, look, if I'm gonna spend thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars on something, I gotta be passionate about it. I gotta still get excited. And I am kind of guy, even after 25 years, I get excited about dump truck business. I get excited. I'm passionate about dump truck business. So maybe there's a lack of interest. Laziness leads to minimized movement in that there's a lack of interest about this thing. Lack of interest, lack of interest. But thirdly, then because there's a lack of intelligence, interest, there's a lack of intentionality. There's a lack of intentionality. There's no get up and go. There's no phone calls being made. There's no going to these people's offices. There's no talking to other dump truckers to see where the work is at. There's no due diligence about anything. There's a lack of intentionality. You don't find work on accident in this business, y'all. You don't find work on accident. You got to get out there and put forth some effort, man. My grandmother said, you got to get some grit in your claw. You get some fire up under your butt. You got to be proactive, not reactive. You got to call people. Don't wait on them to call you. Are y'all getting my drift here? Hit the like when you hear this, if you understand what I'm saying. You got to be a go-getter. And don't get me wrong, I understand that some people's personality, they just are not go-getters. They don't have that dog in them, man, to where they're self-motivated to go do these things on their own. So perhaps you need to cultivate that in yourself. If you know that you want to do it intellectually, but you just don't have the willpower to do it, maybe you can cultivate it. Read you some books. Get with somebody who's out there doing it, right? Until if you feel like there's a chance it can be cultivated in you, and so you can develop that because it's gonna take that to make it. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna take that to make it out here in this game. I really don't know too many businesses. You're gonna be able to survive and not have intentionality. All right. So let's do that. All right. So finally, um, the laziness leads to minimized movement in intelligence, movement in interest, movement in intentionality. But then it indicates if you ain't got them three, it could suggest there's a lot or a load of incompetence. Oh, oh, oh. That just simply means you don't have what it takes. And that's a problem. We're talking about the problems, right? The problems are why people can't find work. God knows I'm probably the most optimistic person you'll ever meet. I mean, it could be storming outside. I'm still waiting on the sun. I know the sun gonna shine, right? I mean, I always see the silver lining in the dark cloud. I always see the bright side of a bad situation. But also, I like to be real. That if you don't have the lack of intelligence, that being lazy is not gonna get it. If you're demonstrating a lack of interest, if you don't have no intentionality and don't intend to have any, then that's to me, that's a load or a lot of incompetence. Incompetence simply means not being able to do a thing. And there are instances, y'all, it happens all the time where people try something and then only to find out that ain't me. I thought I was gonna like this. I thought I was gonna um, do what it takes to win in this business, but I don't know if I like all this. That happens. Save yourself the trouble. But if you know you somebody that's in it to win it, and you just need to solve this problem, I'm here to tell you, you're not gonna win being lazy. You got to be a dog in this business to make it. And you sure enough got to be a bulldog to do this thing at a high level and to rise above just the mediocre and the guys that just want to get enough and get out the way, or um, somebody that's just trying to make a living and they ain't trying to go hard like that. They got their one truck, they're good. I ain't knocking none of that. But if you're a person that's trying to do it at a high level, you got to have some dog in you. You can't be incompetent, right? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all would have thought this wouldn't have been one that we would have been talking about is laziness or slothfulness. Last week it was systems, but this week I'm telling you, I've seen it here down in South Louisiana, and you just wouldn't believe how lazy some people are and entitled, thinking because of who they know and who they think they are, and whatever reason, big egos and arrogance and stuff, and they don't think they gotta do any work to get the work. I'm gonna say that again. They don't think they gotta do any work to get the work. Oh my goodness. Ain't happening, Captain. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's talk Saturday and let's see can we find some solutions to this slothful or lazy problem that we got going on that's hindering folk from finding dump truck work. Y'all be breezy.